Alright. In the bottom right side is going to be, to kickstart this best of 5 series, our red Zerg player SHIN. Taking on in the upper left our blue Protoss. ShoWTimE as we kick into game 1 of this best of 5. So, we come down the map. ShoWTimE, I'm going to go scout to begin with here on Whispers. Back to the round of 12. SHIN, our only Zerg player that made the playoffs. You know, we go through all this effort of trying to find Zergs to play in your tournament. They all get knocked out in the group stage, apart from SHIN. SHIN made it through the group. SHIN makes it to the playoffs here. Very exciting. Once that probe scouts through, Hatchery gets to go onto the natural though, so able to get that going. Typical coming up, the assimilator getting ready to go. Let's just see the probe and the drone. They go nibbling at each other, so drone gonna fight, probe can take some damage. Cybercore coming through, the Nexus is on the way. Let me go from there. So Jimmy 2-0'd Rogue the other day. I think a serious look needs to be taken at toss. Yeah, he also 2-0'd Skills. We should really look at the PvP matchup as well. I actually also... now, if you're a little bit, you know, if you're easily triggered, cover your ears. I actually saw a Zerg win a game of StarCraft 2 recently, so I also think we may need to once again look at that, because I'm pretty sure this patch is meant to be no Zergs win any maps. So maybe we need to double check the Zerg situation as well. Winning games? Jesus. What is this, 2018? Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know how SHIN got here. Crazy. He was our dedicated Zerg for the playoffs, and we have racial balance, I guess. So it's okay if he wins the map, I guess. SHIN did have a pretty impressive group stage performance. He beat Geralt, Bjorn, Creator, who's now to Clem. Don't get your own, Jimmy's good, but that's another level upset. I don't think it's as much of an upset as you think it is. I don't think Rogue is really playing much StarCraft 2 at the moment. And Jimmy is grinding his ass off every day. I think that's a pretty respectable result. Couple drones go down. Oracle gonna get there. A couple of queens obviously held push back. There's the Oracle. Gets around into the center. You do see a few more drones coming over. The queen coming through as well. Gonna have our Twilight Council and Nexus building up into place. The probe in production too. Settle ourselves down. A couple more drones gonna get picked away at pretty much immediately. And we got 3 drones, not bad. A couple of adepts joining up. We'll see what they can do. Combined in with these oracles now. Put them a little shade backward. Melee upgrade starts. We lost 1 adept. I'm sure I'm just going to follow up into the blink place. Not too crazy just yet. A couple more stalkers. continue to come on in. So we get a couple more Stalkers warped. Obviously, with the blink on the way up, we're expecting that to be the main factor here in the future. ShoWTimE going to look for a cancel on the 4th base. Going to get it as well, so we'll take those, and we're going to knock down some creep as we go. Pretty reasonable little setup here as the Oracles come back over. So pulling back around over this side as the Oracles will get home, energy overcharge, even bring them back up to a lot of energy to work with here. Is gathering in the upper right. The Stalkers and the Oracles of ShoWTimE heading down the right hand side as well. And able to take control so far. Knocking down creep is going to help you with that. ShoWTimE looking to have as much control as possible here throughout these early stages on Whispers. So the Ling run by is something he has to deal with as well. Cancel. No probes though, right? That's really not too bad. Look at that. Resources lost for ShoWTimE was awesome. So this kind of saves you here. All these stores got really caught up, huh? They're going to escape super low HP, but that does limit what you can do next. I was going to say, resources loss was looking great. And he has even this. As long as you keep units up, that's huge. Obviously, the shields regen, so the Stalkers are not super vulnerable. They're still more easily picked off, but super vulnerable here as the Stalkers continue through. The Ling's going to run into the natural, and they're going to head straight into this mineral line. Drop and recall, so run by is going to be what hurt ShoWTimE a little bit because his defense had been pretty good up until now. Now we do lose 5 workers, but it's also about what you lose on the map as well, right? Because you lose the presence, you lose the control that you had. That kind of slips away from you. Let's do melee building on the evolution chamber. Just going to see the rest of those Lings step up and work onto the rocks. Down that overboard, that will fall. Still come up, just gonna go knock down the extractor. If I just pour out. Are we a little worried for ShoWTimE? No, he's gonna have Storm before any sort of attack happens. Pulls away from these Banelings. No, don't lose the high temper. No! Oh, multiple Archon. Pretty cute. Storm is gonna finish up on the side of ShoWTimE, so we'll get that completed. Orange Hydra takes a chance to open the rocks on that right hand side, so opening up that space. A lot more Lings coming through SHIN. The Observer flies in overhead. I'm just going to try and come through. It's another nice storm toward a few Lings. The Nexus continues up on the front. That 4th base coming around. The Banes rolling on the right-hand side. These odds going down. The Hydra's still going to sit here. A couple Archons getting picked off. Good push from SHIN right now. It's another nice storm, but could have been maybe better. That's a much better storm. Hits a lot more of those Hydras. Softens up a lot of the Banelings. I think ShoWTimE's going to lose the 4th base here as SHIN. Don't have a pretty start of this game. Did not look like it was going super well for him, but this Ling Bane Hydra power push is working out. Considering ShoWTimE had access to the storm, I'm surprised it's that's painful. He lost some high tempos there. Considering he had access to the storm, I'm honestly surprised it kind of went the way that it did. The storm up, I felt like this should have been defendable for ShoWTimE, but yeah, unable to hit the shots he needed to hit. It just looked as though SHIN was going to take a 1-0 lead in this best of 5. Unless ShoWTimE turns it around right now. No zealots, the oracle's actually activating too. We're gonna lose the oracles. For a moment, I believed in the slight pushback. In the bottom right hand side, our red Zerg player is SHIN. Takes the first game after being honest, it was definitely a rough spot. It was definitely not the best of openings for him, but the push makes it work. There's at the top left, our blue Protoss is ShoWTimE. Okay, similar coming through. Overlord gonna go journeying. Sorry for the casting, guys. The more I talk, the more I have to stop and cough, apparently. Pain. Miserable. As I have Chrono Boosts, Stargate coming up. See what ShoWTimE can find poking around the map. Obviously, SHIN takes a gold base early. Step shades out. Both towards the top. I'm just gonna see our Stargate coming online, the Adept and the Warp Gate still coming up. I don't think speed into this. That's gonna be where we go for the moment. Don't be sorry. I know, but it feels kind of shit to basically miss your entire tournament. Because you can't talk. Feels bad. All good. Ling is gonna get a wrap around on some of these adepts. Going down. Some shots back the other way. Probe taking some nibbles as well. Oracle keeps going through. The probes are building up as well, and we'll see the Oracle going down and across the map. So Oracle coming straight down over here for a few moments. Activating, and a couple drones can begin to go down very quickly, so get some damage done there too. Those drones dropping. Ling's trying to get a wrap around some of these the depths right now, so again, trying to see what else we can get done. The worker's gonna fall, and the Oracle coming down the bottom. Five drones getting killed. Oh, what's an attack? Charge coming up. And we get a couple extra gateways coming through from ShoWTimE. The Evolution Chamber building from SHIN out on the bottom side. Kind of between bases, but I guess we've seen crazier things in our time. Oracle's activating. Revelation coming through. Had to take damage. Oracle's coming through, just going to be seeing the coins. Able to push that back. Again, the Hydra Den is about halfway. The +1 missiles and the roach speed coming up. Had a couple overlords in as well. The Oracle's trying to get after some of those drones already. Let's drop that Revelation down. +1 missiles and the roach speed still building up. Storm in the charge. Coming up as well. Continue to bring that into play. What's up, Ascalon? Thank you so much for the 60. 1 month resub. Welcome back. Appreciate the support for over 5 years. Thank you so much. Oracle's dropped some revelations. This again, just ShoWTimE gonna get to the storm. See how he can deal with that storm, see how he defends up until that point. Let's get through the middle. Again, we're just coming up, drop wards are being built. Alright, as Revelators, they make their push. 64 drones, SHIN sending a big first storm at least. Storm coming in, again, a couple of mortals, +2 attack coming over. Try and drop in toward the main base, but we get turned around pretty quickly. The Hydras continue to move about, just going to have ourselves the Roaches and the Hydras continue to move up through the center. A lot of army going to go around that left-hand side. The Ling's going to get a bro pylon. Work our way up until it. On that depth, already in some trouble. We're going to get wrapped around here. The Lings and the Roaches continue to move through. The army pulling back away again. Storm dropping into place. Oh, High Temple already going down. Another Storm still dropping into place as well. 6 probes falling at the moment. And gather with the Roach Hydra. Let's knock down this set of rocks to open up a little bit of space. Left hand side, the Lings and the Roaches get turned around as well. Towards into the main once more, so again, SHIN bringing this multi-prong in. ShoWTimE has to pull back to deal with it. A lot of units in the main as well. It's a nice storm because everything's stacked together, however, and just look as though ShoWTimE is making a pretty reasonable defense here. In fact, is absolutely making a reasonable defense because SHIN says GG, and ShoWTimE's going to tie us up one game each. This best of 6 best of 5s total for us today to make our way through. First half of them. Bottom right side at Red Zerg is SHIN. Taking on the blue Protoss, ShoWTimE. Get gas coming up. We get settled down for a couple moments. Just going to be seeing a hot shot gas coming through the overload through the bottom side from SHIN right now as well. Load comes across. Again, Cybercore about to finish. Next is coming through. A couple probes on the way. Add a assimilator to that, and the overload just gets into the natural. Continue chrono boost onto the gateway for the moment. Adept comes about. Queen moving around. Adept shades through. Let's see what's up. Plus Stargate building for ShoWTimE. So no surprises there. Just a lot of what we kind of expect to see. That Stargate into play, and in the next stage of this, a couple of Adept will shade up into the main. There's some Zerglings already beginning to get knocked away at. The Evo chamber does not go down or block. I'm not sure if that was just, I think it was just intending to get a block off in the first place. So it continues over. Again, the Oracle and Adept continuing up. The Wolf Gate in production. We have that Adept just going to go shading through. The probe comes to join up with it all. Couple queens in. Add some drones in. Put the Spore Crawler down as well. Interestingly enough, seeing both players kind of expand to the top side of the map, not taking that bottom side at all just yet, so that should be interesting to see how that continues to develop. Interested to see how that turns out. Queen pushes that Oracle back the other side. Queen's gonna shoot in depths, gonna shade by. And it's gonna be seeing them get into this natural. I'm gonna get rid of a couple drones, only 2 though. Things obviously getting a good quick surround right there, so doing a good job of that. And that lag coming up, we got ourselves the Lings coming across over that far left hand side. There's going to be a fire in here. It's going to get some wraparound. Stalker's taking hits. The Ling's going to have to escape away through the top. Again, +1 and Blink still coming through. Now Templar Archives is on the way up. Add a robot facility onto that. And we'll get the Queens able to push back onto the Oracle right there. So yeah, Temple Archives up. Meanwhile, I see a Spire from SHIN, so I like it. A bit of a mix-up from him. Playing this a little bit differently. As you see, those Lings come straight across the far left at the moment here. Ling's going to go for the wraparound. Stalker's going to recall. But the Stalker's going to get caught, having a recall out of there. More Zeld's going to get walked in. The Ling's going to show up once more. Oh, those Lings will gather. Let's just move into the top left. +2 attack. Storm, sorry, not Stim. Continue to come over. And we'll just have ourselves the additional Zelds again warped through. Just gonna pull away. And again, look at everything that's coming up from SHIN. Spire, Infestation Pit, Hydroden, a little bit of everything right now. Roach coming around the top. We'll just see ourselves still the Immortal charged +2 coming in as we do see SHIN pushing. But like I say, he's got all the tech in the world coming online with that Lurker tank coming up. That Hive continuing to come over as well. That's just going to be coming through. Roaches taking some shots. We're seeing the Zeld High Temple Archon around the left-hand side. The Ling's coming back through as well. Let's do attack. Phoenix, the Immortal coming about. The extra cannons on the way into. The Archons and the +2 attack continue to come about. So let's come along the top side. We'll be seeing the keeping coming up. Obviously, a second Stargate, so I'm very happy to play a later game plan at the moment. Yo, thank you. Totally not a pylon for the 40-month resub on the Prime. It's a nice Saturday at 40. Thank you so much for the Prime sub, appreciate it. I forgot to tell you guys about the dumb comment from earlier. Ah. Is this too deep in the game? Probably. Really need to remember this, it's funny. Alright, a couple of lurkers gonna get burrowed up. Yes. Awkward position for ShoWTimE. Lurkers kind of between your bases is always going to be difficult, but he's got the tools to deal with lurkers. Is the positioning going to be too complex? Lurkers just firing up this ramp. Obviously, a couple of the structures taking some damage here, getting the side before taking shots. Archons and Mortals collapsing in from the top side. The Stalkers attacking in from the left. Phoenix going to show up for a couple of lifts as well, which, honestly, anything you can do to remove a lurker from the equation right now, any lurker you get rid of is a big bonus. The Observer goes down. We did have Revelations to help before. Do we have Detection still? We have a Revelation again. Full cleanup by ShoWTimE, and he's going to shut SHIN down. Equal supply coming out of this. ShoWTimE with some money to spend even. ShoWTimE going to take himself into a lead off of that defense. That's just everything cleaned up. He's going to go immediately into the Tempest too, so he can deal with lurkers more easily in the future. Great fight from ShoWTimE. That was not an easy engagement to take in the slightest. Be able to do very well there. Good job. Mortal Archon Stalker gathering up. We do have ourselves up around the top. Group of lurkers going to come moving through. Azal goes down. Fling's going to hit the cannons. There goes one cannon. Storm's just going to come through. Those lurkers taking a lot of damage. Good defense again from ShoWTimE. Fantastic job. SHIN is not going anywhere right now here on El Dorado. Good defense again. Great effort from ShoWTimE this one. Time the shots is going to fire. A couple of those creep teams going down. Corruptor is going to get blasted in the center of the map. I feel like it's only getting tougher here for SHIN. His position is not exactly ideal, obviously. Do you see the Hunter's going to step up? She gets rid of the Oracle, so a little bit of Revelation potential gets taken away. We step on forward, a couple of lurk shots are going to come about. The Zealot's going to go leech their way around the upper side of the map as well. Storms coming through. This lurk is going to force a bit of a reposition for a few moments as well. The top results going to swipe through, and a couple of spine crawls begin to go down. I mean, this game definitely going to develop just later and deeper. Who do we like it for the longer it goes? Yeah, I think ShoWTimE is so good in games like this, to be honest. He's usually very good in these sort of scenarios, honestly, so SVC is step through. Right, just coming about, just going to be seeing a couple of Overseers taking damage, the Archons. Continue to step forward, the Corruptors looking for a bit of a dive. Storm onto the Hydra. Storm's on the other side, Lurker's taking a lot of shots. Not the best fight for ShoWTimE, struggling to get on top of those Lurkers this time is... We will get rid of the Corruptors here though, and then the Tempest will have free reign over the... well... over the Lurkers. There's a couple Corruptors left, that's really the last few, and then, like I say, a free reign. How much do the Lurkers do during this time? We have Observers left over as well. These Lurkers have to make a choice. Do you sit here and get rid of the base? Or do you lift up and back away and save yourselves? Oh, forgot to get the base. Gets it there. It's going to cost you 2-3 more Lurkers maybe. So ShoWTimE loses the 5th base, but again, it's not cheap from SHIN. Resources lost in this game, 28k to 21.5. Favoring ShoWTimE. His trades have been that much better so far. Couple Vipers, few Corruptors, still on the way in. There's a link from SHIN, just gonna move around on the bottom side. So it's gonna charge. Spines will take some damage. It's a nice storm. Rider's taking shots. Immortal coming through. The mothership about to finish. We got a few more Corruptors on the way. It's going to be seeing the Storm is dropping across this army. Lurkers and Hydra's getting hit. Immortal goes down. Corruptors chasing. Again, Tempest continue to get grabbed right here, one after the other. The Hydra's trying to get in to help out. It's just a mess of damage, and obviously a lot of high-range units such as the Tempest able to get so much done so quickly. Those things pulling through, the Hydra's going back the other way. Okay, Hydra moves back around again. Lurker's still coming up. The army settles down right here. Those Lurker shots already coming through is a bit of a warning as well. Lurker shooting, Hydra's pushing down once again. The Tempest. They have to step away. The Corruptors are going to come straight across there. A couple of Archons taking position 2. SHIN just constantly pushing back onto this base. Love the split of the Corruptors, but there's a lot of Archons here. Because we lose the Mothership. Mothership is a huge deal breaker a lot of the time nowadays. I like that ShoWTimE's got some of the bottom bases up. ShoWTimE's issue right now is that this base is like, the Lurkers can show up from the high ground and tack down into it. I wonder if even taking the gold would be nice. I appreciate maybe you're afraid of being Lurk siege from the bottom though. ShoWTimE is going to push on a counter. He didn't kill as much this time, I feel like. There's still a decent Lurker count here. Going to come for a wraparound. We are on creep. ShoWTimE wants to step away. Those Corruptors honestly have to be super careful. It's very Archon heavy. And you will take a lot of damage if you just, you know, fly in above the Archons. That much is for certain. They're shooting a couple probes going down. Mothership and the Oracle can easily come through. Add some Vipers and Corruptors into play. Sorry, some Vipers and Lurkers into play. This is obviously now a shove down the bottom side. ShoWTimE did try and take this gold, while also having this base back up over here. And he's just out of position for this one, so this is to just give your opponent the base situation and see if you can capitalize and get some units at least. He's going to lose 14 probes, lose an Immortal. Good storms on the Corruptors, they try and fly through. The new Mothership is here. He lost the Mothership twice this game, right? Yeah, this is Mothership number 3. You know what they say, if you've got to build it 3 times, it's probably worth it. We shove up, just using a couple of drones going down. Lurker's gonna get hit. The Hydra, the Vipers and the Corruptors coming over for a few more moments still. Get rid of high tempo there. Just gonna be seeing like temper shots firing up once again. Neuroline gonna get rid of 10, 11 workers. Nice little run by ShoWTimE is trying to push through the bottom side of the map. Down to only 36 probes, so his economy definitely gonna be drained a little bit. Gonna make it tough to continue through. I gotta say, I'm impressed by SHIN's ability to engage this Protoss army again and again. I feel like it's been a very difficult army to kind of deal with in that regard. But he's taken multiple fights into this, and like I say, has really seen success off of a lot of those, so good to see. Upside, the Immortal's going to fire away, and then the Zards and the Archons gather up. Go hit. Double Spine's going to take some damage. Okay, we have to 14 drones. I think it's important ShoWTimE gets rid of some workers because obviously his worker count's been kind of taken a beating. So it's nice to kind of see him be able to counter himself. And well, Ling's going to find the gold base. There's let's get there to protect. Very tense game. That fantastic. Kind of donated itself, but got away with it somehow. ShoWTimE brings this army back to the upper right. This base is SHIN not going to do too well. He's trying to take the gold on the 6 o'clock. A lot of Corruptors. Vipers available too. We drop a feedback, but 2 Vipers will go down immediately. And now we're just going to chase the Corruptors. Going to do very well. The problem is you can't really just give up on the air army. Because of the threat of Broodlords, you have to keep some kind of air army up and running and operational. So yeah, this is actually a little bit of a rough situation. We're going to lose the Mothership for free here as well. The Corruptors are going to dive on it. The Archons start to get there eventually. Man, the Archons do a lot in the end. Just the problem is damage doesn't, you know, it's not kills, and that's the issue. ShoWTimE is punching his way around. He's gotten rid of 2 bases over on the top right now. Gonna get from the high ground apparently, and that's good enough to get rid of some drones, some lurkers as well. This army has to be careful though. There's zero way this army can fight Broodlords. I think in general Broodlords are going to be the checkmate, potentially from SHIN, because I don't think ShoWTimE has a great way to deal with Broodlords in the slightest. I mean, if it comes down to just one big fight, maybe we're okay. 19 Corruptors. Golfing in, going up to 8 Broodlords right now. Neither player has a ton of money. Like that too, just knock down an Extractor. Anything you can do to hurt your opponent at this point. kind of feels like it's going to come down to this next fight. I do think I prefer Shin's army currently. I think ShoWTimE has consistently struggled to deal with the Corruptors, and if you don't deal with the Corruptors, you don't deal with the Broods. I think that's his problem. 5 High Templars is an okay amount of spellcasters, but nothing phenomenal. These are on the bottom side, just going to report immediately, so they don't do much. We still got this little counter-attacking force moving around. What do we want to do, ShoWTimE? Because it is right now Shin who's kind of committing to it. Fungal growth plus the abducts. Yeah, tempers just start dropping. Like I say, we're going to need something a little bit stronger than that. That's the issue. Like I say, if you can't win in the skies, those Broods are going to be so difficult to contend with. He's going to push through on the counterattack, get rid of another base. Like, he's really done a good job of potentially checkmating his opponent. It's just, you know, like, for every move he's making, it feels like Shin's army is still just a bit better. Like I say, I think the Brood Lords really are just an issue that ShoWTimE has no final answer to. As all these Hydras come back here now, so this portion of the army goes down from ShoWTimE as well. Yeah, very well played by Shin. Very well played by Shin. Corruptor's diving, Tempest taking damage. Archons are gonna get jumped on. Yeah, you just can't get rid of the Broods. Just knowing how good ShoWTimE is in these later stages as well, like to say to me that shows how impressive it is. And didn't we? I mean, can we screenshot this one? Because someone somewhere recently said something like Protoss or Zerg can't beat Protoss past the 5-minute mark. Let this be a lesson to them all. Will go down. Leg is going to be there. Nexus gets cancelled up. The rest of the army on the bottom side. ShoWTimE still stepping through as well. Yeah, and I mean, ShoWTimE going to try and swing around somewhere, but this is truly a Shin game. And he's going to take a 2-1 lead in this best of 5 round of 12 matchup on the WardiTV February event. Couple High Templars trailing on the top. And the fall as well. GG's, and Shin goes up 2-1 in the best of 5. A little bit sad for ShoWTimE because I feel like he did set up so well in that last game too. Like, I feel like there was a lot of moments where things were looking pretty good for him. Top right, I read Zerg is Shin. Bottom left, I blue Protoss ShoWTimE. So we get into game 4 of this best of 5. What's the best all-around Protoss unit? The Stalker? I don't know. The Stalker's the only thing I can think of that can trade decently on the ground and anti-air. Archons are pretty round. Yeah, the problem with Archons... Yeah, the problem with Archons is that they're just short range. They can be kited, you know? So, as I don't think there's anything Stalkers... Is there anything that Stalkers truly struggle against that can't be solved by just having more Stalkers? Like if you're actually asking for an all-around unit, like the Stalker is just it because Blink is so powerful. Bio? Yeah, but if you have enough Stalkers, you can play Stalkers versus Bio. Yeah, Stalker obviously just need Blink. Alright, well, we get ourselves set up to see where we're gonna go. Game 4 of this series. Yep, we'll just shade through. I'm just gonna fire up that shade straight forwards. Speed Queen coming about, Stargate, Adept coming online as well. We get that Wolf Gate coming through for the moment here. Let's build on up. Yes, be coming through and getting a couple of adepts. We'll move about. We will have our single Ling just gonna get chased by the adept for a couple of moments there, so it's gonna push the round a little bit. 3 and a bit minutes into ley lines. How come when I'm ill, everyone plays like 30-minute games? This happened in the group stage. This happened today. Where were all these 30 minutes 2 weeks ago when we had endless energy to cast? Oh, yeah. That's why the players are trolling. They know. They know. Drone's coming up. Next is coming through. Add a couple of simulators on there as well. The Oracle's going to go around the top side and toward the main base. Yo, Screaming Waffles, thank you so much for the 18-month resub on the Prime. Adept's going to threaten the shade, but do not commit to it. The Oracle going to combine with those Adepts as well. So our Forge, our Twilight Counts are coming about. The Adept's going to try and shade one more time. Five drones, not bad at all. Good damage being dealt, so we get in some good damage immediately. 2 Oracles toward the main. That at least is going to get shut down. Coming about, +1 missiles coming up. Oracles will fly right through the center. To try and be a way to apply some pressure. Hydrogen coming up as well. Get that underway. Get that started. Gambling of +1 continue to come through. Archives will go down. ShoWTimE's been going for that fast storm each and every game thus far. There's a couple queens going to be that. Looks like he wants to go for a similar vibe this time around as well. And a charge, +1 attack. Coming through, we'll see the Templar Archives about to finish. And you already have ShoWTimE applying some pressure with the Stalkers, going to fight some roaches on the top side of the map there. Our Charger Queen just going to be there trying to fight. ShoWTimE wants to find 5 of these Stalkers. Link counterattack could be big on the third. There's a battery, there's a cannon though, so it looks pretty respectable. Stalkers go up top, a few roaches gather together. Storm charging +1 again. Still coming about. The cannon and the batteries coming through. ShoWTimE is going to be needing that storm, I think, if any fights come up anytime shortly. Hydra, Ravager. Oh, gets us around. Uh-oh, not all those Stalkers were able to recall either. There's a lot of dead Stalkers. ShoWTimE bleeding. He's going to need Storm here, but it's not done just yet. How quickly does SHIN commit? Or he splits. Looks like he's going to start. Storm about to be done, so I guess we don't have to fight too much time here at ShoWTimE. Already popped a couple stasis wards, which is great. Roach Hydra turns back to the center. I'm going to relocate to the bottom side of this now again. Those are files, cannon and the battery taking damage. These are storms. Just going to drop 2 at the front already. That does not hit the main bulk of this army. It's better. It's not enough. And now the Lings on the other side. Just got to be careful with stasis, but as that stasis pops, I don't know why these Lings don't get involved. I think they could absolutely do great things. Already killing 13 probes on this mineral line as well. Looks like SHIN maybe has this one as the Lings now do decide to commit in from the other side. So in they go. No storms remain. And Stalkers are just going to try and have to fight this. Lings keeping some of the Stalkers in position. Units reinforcing. And SHIN going to take the 3-1 victory, advancing to the round of 8 to play Spirit. So that SHIN vs Spirit series will be the round of 8. That will be starting off tomorrow.